February 28, 2026. The night sky over Tehran is burning, illuminated by the fire of Tomahawk missiles, as a massive joint operation, codenamed Epic Fury, strikes the heart of the Islamic Republic. Today, March 1st. The world stands in absolute shock, as the death of Supreme Leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, is officially confirmed. But to understand how we reached this moment, we must travel back 70 years, to a friendship that turned into a blood feud. This is the story of the American timeline. In 1951, Iran was a rising democracy, led by Mohammad Mossadegh, who wanted Iranian oil for the Iranian people, but the West had other plans. In 1953, a CIA-led coup, known as Operation Ajax, toppled Mossadegh, and installed the pro-Western Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. For the next 25 years, the Shah was America's closest ally in the Middle East. But resentment was growing in the shadows, until 1979, when the Islamic Revolution erupted. The Shah fled for his life, and the U.S. Embassy in Tehran was stormed, where 52 Americans were held hostage for 444 days, the bridge was burned forever, and a 40-year shadow war began. When Iraq invaded Iran in 1980, Washington secretly backed Saddam Hussein, providing intelligence and resources to crush the revolution. The conflict eventually spilled into the Persian Gulf, and in 1988, after a U.S. warship was nearly sunk by a mine, the U.S. Navy launched Operation Praying Mantis, destroying half of Iran's fleet in a single day. That same year, a tragic mistake saw the USS Vincennes shoot down Iran Air Flight 655, killing 290 innocent civilians. By 2002, President George W. Bush labeled Iran part of the axis of evil, and with the U.S. invasion of Iraq in 2003, Iran found itself completely surrounded by American boots. By 2010, the battlefield moved to the digital realm, as the Stuxnet virus, a joint U.S.-Israeli creation, physically sabotaged Iran's nuclear centrifuges. Despite a brief diplomatic thaw in 2015, the timeline fractured again in 2018, when President Donald Trump withdrew from the nuclear deal. Tensions hit a breaking point on January 3, 2020, when a U.S. drone strike assassinated General Qasem Soleimani. Iran's response was a new era of warfare, the rise of the suicide drone, a weapon that would soon reshape global conflicts from the Middle East to Ukraine. The final countdown ended on February 28, 2026. Citing an imminent nuclear breakthrough, and the failing health of the Supreme Leader, the U.S. and Israel launched a massive preemptive campaign. Today, as Tehran mourns Ayatollah Khamenei, and President Trump calls for regime change, the 70-year timeline reaches its most dangerous chapter. Is this the end of the Islamic Republic, or the start of a war that changes the world forever? Stay tuned to the American timeline, as we follow history in the making.